All right, so we played a heavyweight today. Losses happen. We know Philly's always been a tough rival for us. So, hey, rest up. We got film study tomorrow. Come back on Tuesday. Real quick. If I find another one of these laying around, I promise you I'm going to stop being so nice. Get the fuck out of my sight before I destroy you. What is up, everybody? My name is Advance, and welcome back to another episode of Buck Dynasty. Oh, man. All right. Buccaneers, Eagles. Anytime we get together, it's going to be a good time. So, hey, let's get this breakdown out the way. Oh, man. So, I already knew that coming in that this was going to be tough. But I ain't know we was going to struggle as hard as we did in the first half. Like, come on now. Thought we was going to go band for band. Or score for score, rather. But, man, this was definitely a tale of two halves. Actually, much like how we started last season. So, first half, we just could not get anything going. Especially on the first drive. And man, that block punt is what really swung the momentum in the Eagles' favor in the first half of the game. Sidney Brown blocked the punt. Well, they blocked the punt and ran it. Sidney Brown scooped up the block punt and ran it back for a touchdown. So came back. Bucks tried to drive down the field, wasn't able to get it done. Had to punt it. Jalen Hurts went right back down the field and threw a little shuffle pass to Dallas Goedert. I gotta say, I like how the Eagles get real creative with their offense, especially with having that thought in the back of your head that if they need to get 1 or 2 yards, they gonna do the brotherly shove. But yeah, nevertheless, that's just a rival giving a rival props, But yeah, so we was only able to walk away with a field goal in the first quarter. Second quarter, another Dallas Goedert touchdown, and man, like that. Yeah, that was great. Matter of fact, I think that was another shuffle pass. So yeah, that's something that something that they can definitely use to their advantage going forward. Let's see. They got Jake Elliott field goal, and we had to get another Chase McLaughlin field goal. But man, let me tell you about Chase McLaughlin, man. Like, I know that first game was kind of weird because we're not used to seeing him miss like that. But no, and ever since then, he been on point. McLaughlin been on point, man. So look, he set a new Buccaneer record and kicked a 65-yard field goal to close out the half. Now, I know I made a joke in week 1 about him missing vital kicks that could have cost us the game against Atlanta, and how Matt Bryant had 2 shots and missed both of them, and that cost us the game against Atlanta. And if we would have won that game, we would have went to the playoffs that year. That was 2008, I believe. Then the following season, Matt Bryant ends up playing for Atlanta. So everybody like, yo, why was you so hard on him, man? He kicked a 63-yard field goal for you. That's the longest field goal in history. Yeah, but he ain't part of the program no more. No, it's all good. It's all good though. But Chase McLaughlin set a Buccaneers record for 65 yards. And they were saying, they was just talking the other night where they were saying, like, look, they practice. Kickers are practicing from half field now, so we're not far away from seeing our first 70-yard field goal. Like, yo, these people got Happy Gilmore legs, man. I swear. But all right, so halftime comes, and this is where the adjustments came in. So, man, it was two adjustments. One, I think, of course, we made adjustments on our end to neutralize the Eagles' offense, and two, I think they was also trying to use the second half of the game, considering that they had a commanding lead on us. I swear, it was the shortest. I mean, it was the closest 24-6 game I've ever seen. So, but yeah, where they and you know, this has been quoted to me by several Eagles fans. You know, they get up and then they take their foot off the gas. Nah, because truth be told, the Eagles should have had 40, 45 points. Just as simple as that. You know, but yeah, so the offense, I think they got one touchdown. So they got there was a busted coverage on an Emeka Ibuka 77-yard touchdown. Oh man, yeah, that I think no. What happened was both of those corners, the corner and the safety, went for. They both did the Asante Samuel. They played the ball. They went for the ball and they both missed. And there was nobody else around, nobody over the top that could have stopped Emeka Ibuka from literally moonwalking into the end zone. He ain't moonwalk. He just turned around and started walking backwards. Oh man. Yeah, and then they drove back down the field, and this is where once again I was talking about how they was getting creative with their offense. They was first and goal at the 1. Was it first and goal? I don't know. They was on the 1 yard line, and they lined up like they was getting ready to do the brotherly shove. Now, you know, we got the best record against stopping that. So of course, you know, we got our big beefies up front, and they faked it. Which is some shit that I would do, because I'm like, hey, I'm gonna have everybody focus right here, and then we just gonna slide out to the left. Yeah, and then man, Saquon didn't even have to jog into the end zone. he was literally damn near skipping, walking damn near skipping into the end zone. But that would be the last score that the Eagles would get. Technically, I'm gonna get to that in a second. That would be the last touchdown that the Eagles would get for a game. Let's see. Then we came back, drove down the field. Bucky Irvin, man. Bucky Irvin as a wideout. That's crazy. So almost the same situation, except Bucky wasn't double covered. Emeka Ibuka caught the pass on the right side of the field. Bucky caught it on the left side of the field. 72-yard touchdown down the sideline. Oh man, yeah, like that shit is crazy. Fourth quarter. At this point, Eagles fans are sweating bullets. I know they are, because they seen the highlights from the last 3 weeks, and when it comes to the fourth quarter, you know, we just like, we're like, yeah, this our time. This the time that we usually shine. Yeah. Oh man, you do not want to be one touchdown behind the Buccaneers led by Baker Mayfield in the fourth quarter. Especially winding down, and we got last possession of the ball. Man. But I'll tell you what saved it though. Well, one, the block punt set up the Eagles' momentum, and when we snatched it back in the second half, what killed it was the interception that Baker threw in the end zone, and yeah, that would have been the touchdown that we needed to come back. Now, despite that, defense still did its job. Eagles went 3 and out, came back, about to drive down the field again, and yeah, so couldn't get it done. Fourth down. I think Cade Otton caught a ball, and then he fumbled it, and it rolled out of bounds, but it didn't roll out. But he didn't have the first down. So yeah, so that's what ended up killing it. Eagles took over on downs, and even though we stopped them, when it came time for them to punt, they ran a safety in the end zone and bled the rest of the clock out. So that's why I was saying that was technically the last score that the Eagles got, was giving us 2 points. But yeah, so end score was 31-25. I'm gonna say for right now we're gonna cease. There will be no Jalen Hurts slander. He was 15 for 24, 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. It seems like that they are going in a different direction this year. So yeah, Jalen, let me check his rushing yards. Yeah, he had 62 yards rushing. So yeah, that's matter of fact. Yeah, he had that almost touchdown where he got tackled at the 5, or was it the 3? Yeah, he was tackled at like the 2 or the 1 or something. But yeah, it was somewhere close. But yeah, I actually like what they're doing with him, where they're not having him throw so much, leaning on the run game, because hey, they 4-0. You know, if you remember what I said a couple weeks ago about the exchange between him and Chris Jones. With Chris Jones, he said, "You ain't even got 100 yards." He's like, "Yeah, we won the game." So, yeah. I mean, now somebody gonna come out and say, "Oh, well, he's not elite. He's a game manager." No, elite quarterbacks don't fuck up the game trying to be all-stars. Hey, it's as simple as that. Now, Baker Mayfield, 22 for 40. 289 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. That was the one that he threw in the end zone. Oh, that's right. Bucky had a costly fumble. Yeah, that was another thing that killed it in the second half. So we had 3 chances that we could have possibly went over, even if it was 3 field goals. You know, even if it was 3 field goals. What was it? What we had? 23, 26, 29, 32. Yeah. But in any case, nevertheless, I'm happy with what I saw, especially from our depth. Emeka Egbuka, once again, never ceased to amaze me. 4 receptions, 4 out of 10 targets. We gotta clean that up. 4 out of 10 yards, 4 receptions for 101 yards and 1 touchdown. Dallas Goedert was 4 for 4 for 37 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was actually their leading receiver, which is crazy. Hold on, who had negative 34 yards? Oh, the punter. That's right. I just said that. Punter that ran out of the end zone. Yeah, so they said that's why they said that the Eagles had negative 1 yard of total offense because of that. So, okay. But yeah, nevertheless, I'm happy with what I saw. If we were going, I wouldn't want no BS loss to like a team that we know that we should have beat. If we're gonna lose, I want 2 things. I either want it to be a legit contender or out of conference. All right, so we had we had 2. Hold up. So funny thing is, Bucky Irvin and Emeka Egbuka led the team in receiving. Bucky Irvin had 102 yards and 1 touchdown. Emeka Egbuka had 101 yard and 1 touchdown. I just talked about that. So they both got that off of those 70-yard touchdown passes, touchdown catches. So this was Godwin's first game back. He still getting in the mix. What was it, 3 receptions for 26 yards? So first game back, just knocked the rust off and everything. So yeah, we good. We good going forward. Let's see, who do we got next week? Oh, we got the Seahawks, and they got the Seahawks as 3.5-point favorites. The Seahawks, what I saw from this week, they not quite Legion of Boom yet, but that defense is solid. So we're gonna have to reach deep into our bag of tricks. we're gonna have to really buck up. Yeah. So in any case, all right. So that was Sunday's game. The Eagles visiting Tampa Bay. I saw a video with fans fighting in the stands. I don't know who started it, but I'm just gonna say, if you a guest in somebody's house, you should act appropriately. I don't know. I don't know who started it. I don't know what happened. Somebody was yelling at somebody's wife, which you should never do. Just walk away. Just walk away. And in the same respect, somebody's wife should not be jumping on somebody's back trying to gouge their eyes out. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. But in any case, other than that, good game, back and forth. We had it was a tale of 2 halves. Eagles dominated the first half. Bucks dominated the second half. We came back, and the Eagles found a way to win. They found a way to stop us. So, hey, nevertheless, first quarter of the season is done. 3-1. We're gonna start from 0-0, going into week 5 for the second quarter of the season. In any case, put your comments in the comment section down below. How did you feel about Sunday? Do you think we could have beat the Eagles? I mean, I know we could have beat the Eagles, but hey, that's how rivalries work. But anyway, put your comments in the comment section down the line. How did you feel about Sunday's game? Did it play out exactly how you expected it? Were there some things that we could have worked on? Of course, there's always things you can work on. In any case, put your comments in the comment section down below. Let's start this conversation. My name is Advance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on everything. I'm out.